Hello everybody, I just want to share the presentation that I shared last night with parents and carers about raising standards with year 7s and 8s and challenging inadequate work. Why is it that we are focusing on inadequate work at the moment? Well, the rationale has come from the visit that we had from Ofsted back in May 2023, where they saw elements of low-level disruption in some classrooms. Since then, we have used our own internal monitoring systems and found out that actually the low-level disruption that they are talking about is the fact that they believe our pupils are compliant in lessons, but they're passive. They're not working hard enough, they're not thinking hard enough, and passivity is a concern that we want to challenge this academic year. Since September 2022, we started to look at how we can challenge our current systems at Key Stage 3, creating the culture which we know would benefit the pupils moving through the school. I'm just going to leave you to kind of read the examples on the slide. As we move to the second year of rolling out and improving our Key Stage 3 systems, the hope is that by September 2024, Year 7, 8 and 9 will all experience this, and therefore we start to see the benefits as those pupils move into Key Stage 4. Every day we have many pupils that come into Newman and go to all their lessons and do everything that is asked of them and more. And it's important that we reward them for the things that they do and the things that they do really well. Some examples here on the board, but obviously these can evolve as we move through the different half terms and the different years when we take into account what it is that the pupils would actually like. So what is inadequate work? Our definition is those pupils who do not adhere to the expectations set by all teachers to carry out the tasks which are expected of every pupil. These include not opening exercise books and getting essential equipment out, head going down on the desk and not attempting to engage with the work or instructions of the lesson, not answering questions and choosing to opt out only when support has been given and still continuing to opt out. The first task of the lesson, which we call the do now, isn't attempted during the allotted time that's given. Time spent off task and general avoidance of work and not working to the best of their ability. Not responding to being given chances as a reminder to get back on task. And not following along with whole class reading. However, it's important to note what this does not include. This does not include failing to finish a main task. It isn't always about output. It doesn't include using time or doesn't include taking away thinking time before starting a task. Creativity is really important and pupils need time to think and to process before starting. It doesn't include disrupting other people's learning or interrupting the teacher because this is behaviour and will be dealt with through our behaviour systems. During half term 2, we included a behaviour code for inadequate work because we wanted to see the scale of the issue. In Year 7 and 8 you can see the data as follows. In Year 7, 58 behaviour points of inadequate work were handed out to pupils over that 4-week period, which shows there that the numbers are significantly lower than they were in Year 8. But what that information does show us is that we do have an issue, and as the pupils get older, the issue grows, and we have pupils that are more than happy to leave lessons giving less than 100%. So it's important that we act to try to eradicate that from lessons. So what are the implications if we don't challenge inadequate work? Pupils start to create habits. Work is left unattempted. Assessments that they complete are left blank. Their inquisitive minds start to decrease and their interests decline. School becomes a chore, a place where they don't want to be. Future dreams start to disappear and expectations are lowered and pupils start to settle for things way below what they should be settling for. So how will we monitor this half term during half term 3? Staff and pupils have been briefed about the system. Parents and carers have been given the opportunity to attend an event on Thursday of this week. Pupils who receive no inadequate work codes at the end of every half term will be rewarded. In class, pupils will be given a verbal reminder about inadequate work, and the phrase will be, "You are currently off task." Giving time for the pupils to rectify this, should a second reminder be needed, where the children will be informed again, "You are still not on task," a behaviour code of inadequate work will be placed onto Arbor. The behaviour code will automatically inform parents of carers that their child has received a behaviour code that day and where they've received it. During the weeks of the 15th of January to the 7th of February, we will collect the data. We will use that information to see those pupils who have received multiple codes will be asked to attend a detention on Saturday the 10th of February, where we will look at creating workshops to re-engage the pupils and look at how to motivate them more so we get the best out of them while they are in lessons every day. How will this change in half term 4? What will we do after February half term? Well, again, pupils who have no codes of inadequate work will be rewarded at the end of the half term. Pupils who receive multiple codes in a week will automatically be placed into a senior leadership detention after school on a Friday. Parents will be informed the messages for every inadequate work code will continue to come through and you will automatically be informed. 3 senior leadership detentions will result in a Saturday detentions. We have a Saturday detention that runs once every half term. At each stage, we will ensure that the right amount of investigation and support is given so that we're able to look at any barriers that is preventing the pupils completing the work to the best of their ability in every lesson. So in summary, we want to strive to continue to raise standards. We want to ensure that we are rewarding those who come in every day and give 100%. We must be clear and we must communicate what inadequate work is and what inadequate work isn't. We want to eradicate inadequate work from the classrooms, and we want to roll out a strategy in half term 3 and 4 and beyond to deal with any incidents of inadequate work. Thank you for taking the time to listen to the presentation. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact college or send me an email at n.foley@newmanrc.oldham.sch.uk. Thank you.